Dean Ambrose a movie star? Is this a good move for him in WWE Studios? Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason. Um, yeah, the news came out last week, I believe. Middle of last week. It was right before SummerSlam. Um, an article came out. I'm going to read this off of uh, ringsidenews.com. Just a little article. We haven't heard a lot of details about this. At least I haven't heard anything. I could probably go out there and find a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. But this is what I've got so far, just in case you haven't seen this. Variety reports that WWE Studios' next action movie will be called Lockdown and will feature Dean Ambrose in a starring role. This is the second movie under a new six-pack WWE Studios and Lionsgate deal. Production starts this month. The movie will be directed by Steven Reynolds of Tomb Raider Ascension. I think that's the second one that came out, and that was pretty good. I think the second one was better than the first one, in my opinion. But anyways, back to this. Written by Nathan Brooks and Bobby Lee Darby of WWE's See No Evil 2, Lockdown tells the story of a police officer who finds himself trapped inside his own precinct and hunted after crooked cops stop at nothing to recover incriminating evidence of illegal activities against those closest to him. WWE Studios head Michael Luisi said of Lockdown will continue to energize and excite with a high level of adrenaline our fans have come to expect from our films. All right. Now you could probably look it up on, what's that movie site? IMDb. Might be on there. Might be some more information. I'm not sure. But yeah, you might be able to look at a couple other sites, find some other stuff. But whatever. So Dean Ambrose in an action movie. Now, if you noticed on my thumbnail for this video, I put him next to who, in my opinion, is one of the best action stars in history, especially when it comes to being a cop. You look at Bruce Willis's, he's got a long line of movies, action movies, where he was a cop or a detective or private eye. I went back and just looked at a few. I forgot some of the ones he did, but some of my favorites, of course, the Die Hard series, great movies. I did not see... I've seen 1, 2, and 3. I did not see 4, but I saw the latest one, Part 5, and I hear they're even going to be making more. I think Die Hard's a great movie series. Another one of my favorites from Bruce Willis was The Last Boy Scout, where he was with, now I'm going to forget his name. I just watched the trailer. But nonetheless, great movie of his. His character in Pulp Fiction was unique. And you can go on and on, looking at different movies that Bruce Willis has done, just for an example of, a cop role. And it's about the closest thing that I think we're going to see when it comes to Dean's acting abilities. I think this is a good move, in my opinion. And if you're, I have conversations with people on the internet once in a while, whether it be Facebook or whatever, and they're like, well, I'm not sold on Dean Ambrose's, mic skills. And I tell everybody and anybody that I hear say this, go educate yourself. Seriously, go educate yourself on Dean Ambrose. If you're not sure he's got it, just go to YouTube, type in Dean Ambrose promo, and you'll see a long list of old and newer promos. Go search out his ones from the Independents, um, Dragon Gate USA, uh, CZW. Oh God, who was he all with? Is it IWA or HWA? Any of those independents that he was with before he came to, FCW, NXT, and of course WWE. Um, Man, and yeah, even go look up Dean. Oh God, what is it? Oh, DeanAmbrose.net. DeanAmbrose.net. Um, there's a link somewhere on, I think it's the top of the page, where you can go look at his old promos and matches from when he was in FCW. When he first came to WWE, he made some pretty memorable ones. He was putting out challenges and stuff like that. So yeah, any number of example of his promos shows you he's got the talent to get in front of a camera. Now, of course, that is a character. Being in a movie obviously is different. I'm really excited about this. I was pleasantly surprised by this. I think, some WWE movies do well. Some WWE movies don't do so well. I'm not so sure. I'm thinking about upcoming films that either have come or will come out. Hornswoggle's new reboot of Leprechaun. Not so sure about that one. I've seen a few of the classic Leprechaun ones, and they were, I don't know, they were okay. Certainly not any of my favorites, but Hornswoggle's a local guy from around here, so yeah, for the sake of supporting a local guy, I'll probably go check it out. I don't know if the new Leprechaun one, and I can't think of what it's called. I'm sorry, but Hornswoggle's Leprechaun or Kane's See No Evil 2. I don't know if those are going in the theater or not. If they are, it's probably going to be a short run. I know they're supposed to come out on. They usually have a short run in the theaters, and then like the next week they're out on DVD at Walmart or wherever. So am I going to have a chance to see these in the movie theaters? Maybe not. Dean Ambrose's movie, as good as it may be, I'm guessing is going to be a direct-to-DVD movie. So yeah, I mean, this is the first time for him being in a movie, as far as I know. I don't think he's been in anything else. But he has traveled the world, and he's done a million crazy promos, so now let's think of one other aspect before I wrap this up. Wrestlers getting the chance to do movie roles. Just movie roles in general. I'm not talking about action. I'm talking about everything in general. Let's think of a few. Well, you could look at some of the first ones. Well, I know there's probably some older ones than this, obviously, but I'm talking about stuff that I'm personally familiar with. I didn't go out of my way to go search stuff that's older than me. Uh, so I'm going to start with Hogan, okay? As far as wrestlers in movies. Um, he had some bit parts, he had some starring roles. For what they were worth, they were okay. They were nothing like insanely, oh my God, he's going to win an Oscar. For what he did back then, it was okay. I could tell you one of the few things that he's done that I didn't bother seeing at all was the Thunder in Paradise. I was like, or just the fact that he wore a wig for that just bothered me. Just, oh man. So yeah, I. Oh, what was the wrestling one where he played Rip and he wore all blue and he had to fight Zeus? No Holds Barred, I think that was. Yeah, that was cool for what it was worth back then. That was when I was, younger and, first getting into wrestling back when I was, I think that was probably before I was 10. Maybe, about that age, whatever it was. Back in the 80s. So you got Hogan. He did okay. Um, Nothing that phenomenal. And then you look at guys like The Rock. The Rock has done some laughable ones, like The Tooth Fairy. Hey, my kids like the Tooth Fairy movie. I mean, yeah, people rib him on it, but hey, it's a pretty successful movie. It's funny. It's a cute family movie. Not one of my favorites of his by any means, but for what it is, it was all right. I think that was part of his. I think he had like 3 Disney movies he did. Oh gosh, kicking myself now. I just bought this for my son. Journey 2, the second Journey to the Center of the Earth. He did that one. That was pretty good as far as action, and some of his one-liners, the Peck Papa Love, that was funny. I liked that. I thought that was hilarious. So yeah, he's done some goofy stuff. He's done some other, more serious movies. I can't think of them off the top of my head. He's been a part of the last few Fast and Furious movies. Great part in there. So action. He's been a part of the Scorpion, or no, the Scorpion King franchise. He's been a part of that. Was it The Mummy or whatever? Oh gosh, what else? There's been a couple newer ones that I haven't seen of his yet. Pain and Gain, I think, is one of his more recent ones. I haven't seen that one yet. I've got that one recorded on my DVR. I gotta watch that. That was a comedy with Mark Wahlberg. Did something else about bank robbery in New York. Something else from last year. He's made a few of them. The one where he played a cop. I bought this one. It was the first one he made right after he did all the Disney ones. And I think it was direct to DVD. And I can't remember what the hell it's called. God, I'm just drawing a ton of blanks tonight. Anyways, all in all, The Rock is a decent action star. Or, in general, movie star. And he's getting better. He's getting some bigger roles. That, he's really proving himself out there. I think he's one of probably the richest current movie stars out there. Really making a buck out there. Some of the ones that probably have not made that much money from movies, you can look at guys like Piper. Piper's been in a handful of them. Of course, I think he'll always be most famous for his sci-fi action one. Was a Carpenter film, They Live, I believe it was called, where he penned the famous phrase, "I've come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum." Something to that effect. I probably screwed that one up too. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. Batista just made some action films, and he's actually getting bigger and better roles now. He was just in the recent Riddick movie with Vin Diesel, played one of the, what do you call it, bounty hunters. I've yet to see that one. Should be good. He's in the new, what everybody's talking about, Guardians of the Galaxy. Knocking out of the park with that movie, I heard. I heard he's really good. There was something else he did recently. Some kind of kung fu movie. I saw part of it. I didn't even watch the whole thing because I thought the movie was kind of lame. Kurt Russell, the man with the iron fists. Something came out a few years ago. I wasn't impressed with that one. His character looked badass. Don't get me wrong, but the plot was. I just don't get into kung fu movies that much. Some are good, some are not so good. Gosh, who else? Probably going to kick myself. I can't think of any others off the top of my head right now. But nonetheless, thinking about, wrestlers that have become movie stars and have done stuff on film or on TV. So you could say some have been successful, some haven't been so successful. Dean Ambrose. And this is going to be a different side of Dean. Dean. If you're a Dean Ambrose fan, you've had to be really patient with him in the WWE, because fans that know him like I do know his talents. And his rise in the WWE, especially in popularity, has been slow. Not everybody got him right away. Not everybody understands, but his popularity is growing by leaps and bounds all the time now. You're seeing signs for him all the time. He's getting bigger and bigger reactions when he comes out to the crowd, or through the crowd for that matter. Surprise attacks on Seth Rollins lately. In my opinion, it's the rivalry of the summer. And people are really starting to see that. So yeah, Dean Ambrose as a movie star. Like the AMC guys say, you're going to buy it or you're going to sell it. I'm buying it. I think it's a good move. I think this is a great chance for him to really get over with a new audience. But we'll have to see how the first one does. Not everybody's first movie does that well. Oh, God, now off the top of my head, I'm just remembering. I was trying to think. I'm tired of doing this late at night. John Cena. John Cena's done some action movies. His first one, I thought it was okay. And, those who didn't like his first one, The Marine, probably didn't go bother seeing 12 rounds. As far as action, I thought 12 rounds was really good. Really good. It was more action than anything. Is John Cena a believable, dramatic actor? I don't know. I haven't seen his dramatic movies. He's made a couple. The one where he's training his cousin or brother or whatever. It's called Legendary, I think. And he's made a couple others. I think he's supposed to be making a couple right now. I don't know if they're comedies or what. He's supposed to play a villain, something. I don't know. So yeah, some of the stuff Cena's done is laughable. Some of it's been okay. So yeah, we'll have to see what Dean Ambrose does. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm a big fan of his, so of course I'm going to go check it out. I'm pretty excited for it. And like I said before, if you're not sold on his talents, go check out some of his older stuff and see what he does. Namely his promos. I mean, he's all over the place in his promos, whether it's crazy or serious or angry or sad or whatever. You name it, he's done it out there. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm excited about it. Are you excited about it? Put it in the comments below. Let me hear what you think about Dean Ambrose being a movie star. All right, thanks for watching, guys.